This is Blazerfury back with another video, and today we're going to touch on anti-airs for Bison. First up, crouch heavy punch. So, the collie crouch jump heavy punch is a pretty problematic button for Bison. And what I have here is two different timings of the jump fierce. A little bit early on one and a little bit late with the other. Now if you notice, sometimes I'm trading, but even a good jump in button like that will still lose if I react fast enough. This is something that I learned playing Chun on the side on my PC account from rookie on up to master, was basically that when I came back to Bison, if I reacted with the same speed and confidence as I did in her back heavy kick, the crouch heavy punch would work more often than not. Now, it is kind of discouraging and demoralizing when it trades. But this is also the reason why it's important to play with a lot less risk, so that when you trade on your anti-air, you're keeping a life lead. All you're doing is bringing them closer to their death and making them want to jump less. Although keep in mind, because your crouch heavy punch generally isn't seen as good, they're more likely to jump again. That's what you want. Weaknesses of the crouch fierce. Generally do not use it at this range. See that one time it worked? Yeah. Keep that in mind, that it worked the one time. Manage your risk. Let's get into V-Skill 1. Now let's try with crouch heavy punch. So, as you saw right there, the V-Skill is a little bit better in that situation, much less likely to trade. Almost impossible to trade in that particular situation unless Urian does EX knee, in which case I've never been able to V-Skill that, but any of his regular knees, that V-Skill will almost always beat it. And in situations where he can really abuse that, is usually in the corner. So going for a crouch heavy punching and trading might be risky versus just V-skilling and getting open. Weaknesses of V-Skill 1. So Bison's anti-air works as long as the jump in falls somewhere along that front foot, as you can see where he stands. But the minute it goes behind that front foot, he loses, or slightly behind the head. If remembering it is behind the head is easier for you than the foot, then I'd say that's what to go by. That's what you should go by. And so keep that in mind when you're using your V-Skill, because the people who are familiar with it know how to aim the button. But when they're taking the time to do that, they're more susceptible to a crouch heavy punch which is why you want to mix up the two buttons, especially since they may empty jump to counter hit you for trying to parry them in the first place. So when you mix up one from the other, the crouch heavy punch begins to look a lot better when you have people trying to empty jump in front of it. So remember to use these in tandem. So next up is the anti-cross-up tech. I use it rarely, but I have seen the homie Detroit Smash, aka All Might, use this fairly consistent, as well as Problem X, who uses it a lot. So check this out. Oh, well, there we go. Put those suckers back in the corner. The best part about this, doesn't matter where they jump, it hits them. EX Inferno is an underrated anti-air. You do have to be quick about it though. Make no mistake, you can die if you don't react fast enough. But it all comes with practice. Alright, time for a little bit of goofy / situational tech. You're tired of your opponent neutral jumping because they know that you're either going to slide, scissor kick, psycho X, or dash because your walk speed is slow? I got just the thing for you. You got some charge, you want to sit back, input that blast as their fault. That's your insurance policy. You don't want to just do the blast when you see them jump, because if they forward jump, you can die. Make sure you can confirm that's a neutral jump before you put the blast out. It'll make them think twice, and it'll make them stay on the ground a little bit longer. Honorable mention of the goofy tech list, which is a little bit more difficult to pull off, is that Light Inferno. You ever go for a crouch heavy punch anti-air on Zangief, but he did jump light kick and then it made your fierce miss, and then he took you on a ride with his SPD? But there's a simple solution for that when you see Geef jumping at such an odd range. And the key to beating it is that you want to press the medium kick after you see the button come out. If you do it too early, you'll trade. You don't want to trade. You want to maintain as much life lead as possible. Comes in handy for the big bodies, especially Zangief, Birdie, and Abigail. So check this out. Use wisely, and if you're gonna use it, you gotta be on your toes and reacting quickly. Well, that pretty much does it for the video. Hope you found the content useful, and please keep in mind leaving Hell Attack off the list was intentional. I feel like I said most of what I wanted to say about Hell Attack on Don't Do That Volume 2, which you can check out. I'll probably leave a link to it at the end of the video. And so, until then, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps the algorithm. And peace until the next video.